So we're going to show you guys how to weather the storm. So by that, I'm going to start with the foundation. How to make your company look credible and fundable. How to make you guys walk into these banks and look like a business, a corporation. Because I'm not a small business owner. We just say those terms just to walk in the bank and get some funding. I'm a conglomerate. I'm a corporation. I'm an enterprise. We got to start treating each other where we're headed and not where we're at. Don't define yourself where you're at. Define yourself where you're headed and where you want to go. I'm not a small business owner at all. And none of you guys should strive to be small business owners. We want to own corporations. We want to own 8-9-figure companies. So we're going to take y'all on this journey. Make sure you guys get ready. I'm going to start it off. I'm going to kick it off with some of the foundational steps. Before we leave here today, I'm going to give you guys some tips to get funding before we get off this call. So if anybody that needs funding, you need to tell them to hop on this call. Because this is why we created the Millionaire Essentials Academy. We want all you guys to get funding. By giving you guys the access to knowledge to get funding, that helps us and it helps you. And we can partner and grow in these 6, 7, 8, 9-figure companies. So I'm going to start with the foundation of building your personal score and getting qualified. Hold on, let me share my screen. Can you guys see my screen? I need some feedback in the chat. Can you guys see my screen? All right. When it comes to business credit, we need to start off with our personal PG. We need to get ourselves right first. So it's 2 ways to do business credit and business funding. It's PG and non-PG. We're going to show you how to get business funding, business credit, even with a bad credit score. Even with a bad credit score. But the first step is fixing yourself. So this is the criteria if we PG, personal guarantee, and we're going to get access to those 0% interest cards, those lines of credit, and the rest of those business funding, them no doc loans. This is the best fundable report. We want credit card utilization 0 to 5%. We want 100% payment history, no derogatory marks, credit age 4 to 5 years, no more than 4 inquiries. If possible, 1 name, 1 address across the board. I know a lot of y'all be having a million addresses, your best friend address, your mother address, every address you had an ex with on your profile. We got to call up these credit companies, these credit agencies, and eliminate those addresses because we want to look fundable. We want 10 to 12 positive primary accounts. I'm going to break that down later. And we want a minimum credit score of 680. This is what we need to have when we apply for these credit cards. You guys can apply with a 480, but doesn't mean you're going to get approved. And then you guys are wondering why you get denied. If you don't meet this criteria, I suggest you work as hard as you can to meet this criteria. Because we want to go to get approved for the most funding. We don't want to half-ass this stuff, guys. This is where we're going to start. This is the start right here. Getting our personal profile ready. Because PG is the fastest way to get funding. So we want our personal profile ready. Now, matter of fact, how many people have good profiles in the chat? How many people have good profiles in the chat? Type yes if you have a good profile in the chat. A lot of people have good profiles. Me and Tevin, after the last webinar, me and Tevin was on calls all week. I thank and appreciate you guys. Me and Tevin was on calls all week. A lot of you guys are pouring in. I can't wait for June 1st to start the Millionaire Essentials Academy, where we're going in depth, give you guys our lenders, give you guys the people we use for the no doc loans, the relationships we built up at the banks, give you guys all types of funding secrets in this academy. You guys had us busy all week signing people up. Unfortunately, we had to cut back the spots because we had so many people. So make sure you guys pay attention here and make sure you guys get in this academy. We're starting up next month. We're having limited spots. So if you guys are trying to get this academy, you guys have to act now. You guys have to be action takers. After we're going to go through this webinar, and I want to make sure you guys take action from this webinar. Who's going to take action after this webinar? Who's going to take action after this webinar? I need some yeses in the chat. I need some yeses in the chat. I got a lot of me's. Put some yeses. Now, this is the PG, right? This is the best fundable report. This is what we're going to look at when we're going for funding. Next, we want to have an LLC. So we're talking business funding, right? So once our personal profile is good, we want to start up an LLC. You can start it up even if you have a bad personal profile. And I'm going to get to how you get funded with a bad personal profile. But whether a bad or good profile, you don't need to have a good profile to start an LLC, guys. You don't need to have good credit to start LLC. You don't even have to be making money in business to start LLC. We need to start up our LLCs and get some age on it. So the first thing we want to do, we're going to create our business name, check on the Secretary of State, make sure our name isn't taken, go to name check. You could trademark it if you want, which I suggest. And then attain, you're going to GoDaddy or Wix, get a business domain and an email, a professional email. It's the first easy steps to setting up your LLC. Next, get your physical business address. This is very important because a lot of banks will kick back if you have a PO box or a residential. Unless you could prove you're really doing business out that residential, a lot of banks will look up your residential address and be like, yo, this is no good. So we like to use virtual addresses. Get a business phone number. We want to look professional, not a 917-646, whatever state y'all in. We ain't trying to just call your personal phone, 877-800 number. You get these numbers forwarded to your personal phone. Get a registered agent. A registered agent keeps your business compliant. Next, get your NAICS code. A NAICS code defines your business. So we want safe NAICS codes. Inside the academy, we give y'all a list of unsaved NAICS codes. And if you do have an unsaved NAICS code, we can still get y'all funding, but it's different ways to do it. So get a safe NAICS code. These are the top safe NAICS codes we've been using. So once you do all that, now you can officially just create your LLC. Go on the Secretary of State website. You can create it, get your EIN, get your articles of formation, and get an operating agreement as well. Make sure you get your articles and an operating agreement. Obtain a website. I suggest you guys get a website, at least a landing page. You could get if you're selling product, you get a great, website set up, but at least a landing page. I suggest you make a social media. All of this is because we want to look credible and fundable. When we go to these banks and ask them, and these lenders asking for $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, they want to make sure you guys are official companies. So we have to look like an official company and act like an official company. You guys can't go in here messing around and think you're just going to get this funding and get this money. You want to list yourself on 411 or listyourself.net. So now people can look you up. People can look your business up. And I suggest once you guys list yourself and you have your business, have your family, your friends put reviews on your business. Y'all understand that? Have your family and your friends put reviews on your business. So now you have a business you just started. You have 20, 30 5-star reviews. What do you think that's going to do to your business? Next, get yourself a Dun & Bradstreet number. This is going to help you build your business scores. I see a lot of people don't have a DUNS number. I don't know why, but a lot of people don't have a DUNS number. Well, I do know why. You guys don't have the knowledge. This is what we're giving y'all. Get you guys a DUNS number. Tevin is going to go in depth in those no-doc loans and lines of credit and how this DUNS number is going to help you guys get access to no-doc loans and lines of credit. So get you guys a DUNS number. This is what we're teaching y'all in the Millionaire Essentials Academy, how to really build those business scores and keep getting access to lines of credit, no doc loans. Do you guys think it's possible to make $100,000 in a month? Who thinks it's possible to make $100,000 in a month? Put some fires in the chat if you think it's possible to make $100,000 in a month. Put some fires in the chat if y'all think it's possible to make $100,000 a month. How about $1 million? Do y'all think it's possible to make $1 million in a month? I see some fires. So that means y'all need to be action takers. To make $1 million in a month, you have to be one heck of an action taker. You got to be able to invest in yourself. I'm already 6 months, 5.5 months in. I'm $50,000 in education spent this year so far. $50,000 in education I've spent. I use business credit cards, but I've spent $50,000 in education. So I leverage business credit cards where I'm going to be able to write off to educate myself, to have the knowledge to get my foot in the door. That 50,000 is going to turn into 100. That 100 is going to turn into $1 million in profit. This is the things you guys need to be doing. And by leveraging business credit, you can spend money on education like college. This is my college. Learning about business is my college. And it's helping me make 5-6 figures a month. That's how it goes. Once you get that DUNS number, we want you to open these business bank accounts. Now, here's where a lot of people make little mistakes. Every LLC you open, you should have at least 3 to 5 business bank accounts. The more relationships you have with more lenders, the more money you can access. And I'm going to break that down soon. You want to open a national bank, a regional bank, and a credit union. For example, a national bank is Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Regional bank is M&T, location-based. Credit union, Navy Federal, the biggest credit union in the country that some of you guys are familiar with. How many of you guys got all 3 of these banks? Type me in the chat if you got all 3, a national, a regional, and a credit union for one LLC. I want to see how you guys are operating. A national, regional, and a credit union for one LLC. I don't see enough me's. They trickling in. I don't see enough me's. All right, we need some more. We got quite a few people in the chat. We need some more me's. One person said he got 6. Now, when you guys open these bank accounts, there's something called a business bank rating system. Now, when we're trying to qualify, get larger lines of credit, the more money, yes, they are judgmental. They are judging you. The more money you put in an account, the more respect you get. And that's straightforward, period. There's no dancing around it. These are the bank ratings that you're going to get if you put this amount of money in. So whatever money you have access to, whether it be your paycheck from your job, any income coming in, it should be going into your business bank account because you get more respect the more income that's coming into your business bank account. So instead of pulling up, if you pull up in that Prius and then I pull up in the Bentley and we both walk in the bank, they're going to look at me a little quicker and be a little quicker to move. That's just the way it goes. And we want to make sure we play by the rules, and we want to make sure we know how to leverage these rules. We want to pull up in that Bentley, if possible. If not, still open an account, guys, and put the minimum you got to put in, and we can still make it happen. But if you got extra money in a savings account lying around it, throw it in an account. Let it season. If you let it sit there season, you're building a relationship. Then you apply for products. What are the odds you think if I throw $100,000 in the bank and I let it sit there and I apply for a loan and you throw $99 in there? You think we probably gonna get the same loan? Let me ask y'all. You think we gonna get the same exact loan? If I throw 100 in there and you throw $99 in there, I'm apply for $1 million. You probably gonna have to apply for about 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 maybe. I'm gonna get $1 million because I just put 100,000 in the bank. So this is kind of increasing your chance to get access to more funding. It's another strategy we use. Heck, you could borrow your mom's money, your dad's money, and say, yo, let me just sit in an account for you guys. You would give them a debit card to the account. Just having that money sitting there for a little while. Banks make money off money sitting in an account, but we want to use it smart. Let it sit there, apply for their products, take that money out, put it in another bank. Same thing. Let it sit there, apply for their products, take that money out, put it in another bank. It's a cycle. This is how we're getting increasingly odds on funding. Now, for you guys that don't have a great credit score, for the guys who credit is a little shaky, you guys can still go out here and get the same amount of funding as somebody with a great credit score. Do you guys believe that? Do you guys believe if you have a bad credit score, you can get the same amount of funding as somebody with a great credit score? I need some belief in this chat. I need some belief in this chat. You guys got to use what I said in the beginning, leveraging people, leveraging partners. Is the reason why some of you guys feel familiar with me. You see me with a lot of my partners all the time. If you have a bad credit score, if you're currently working on your credit, do not let that stop your goals. Sometimes we gotta maneuver. We gotta use our minds. We gotta use things like credit partners. That's why I said your network is your net worth. You shouldn't be the only person in your circle. Well, you shouldn't have a circle where everybody has bad credit. If you have a circle where everybody has bad credit, that's a problem. It should be somebody in your family, your significant other, your mother, your brother, your sister, a best friend, a business partner, a coworker, where you could say, you know what? I got a nice business plan, bro, or sis. Let me throw you on this LLC. Since you have a great credit score, you can qualify for funding for the business. And we can get funding and build this business while I'm working on my credit. That's how you utilize a credit partner. So if you have a bad credit score, find somebody who has a great credit score. Work out a situation where you put them on the LLC and have them apply for the credit for the business. That's how you access tons of funding while working on your credit. So you guys that have the excuse, I don't do excuses, y'all. I find a way. I don't use excuses for nothing. I find a way. So you guys that have excuses, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. My credit bad, I don't have any money. We're leveraging credit. We're not using our own money. Your credit bad, find somebody who has good credit. Create a business plan. Take action. Take action. Me and Tevin put together a whole academy so you guys can say you don't have an excuse. We put together an academy where we're putting everything that we've learned as far as acquiring funding, acquiring credit, give you guys all the lenders, give you guys all the credit cards, how to apply for them, give you guys the data points. Then we're bringing in people for you guys to get, once you get the funding, to put it into a business where they're breaking you down different strategies on how to level up your money, how to double your money. I'm bringing multifamily real estate guys in. So you guys can't say, I don't know how to get into real estate. I'm bringing car guys in. I'm bringing trucking guys in. I bring guys teach you about insurance. So you guys can say, I don't know where to put the money. I don't know how to double this money. I'm solving all the problems for you guys. Because all these problems I had to learn how to solve, I had to bump my head. So the more problems I can solve for you guys, the more I can partner with you guys, the more we can build together. Say yes if y'all ready to build. Say yes if y'all ready to build. Definitely Tanisha, the lady, definitely the ladies, because y'all the smartest, in my opinion. Say yes if y'all ready to build. Before this call ends, I'm going to give y'all a couple tricks. I want some people to get funded on this call. Whoever has a good credit score right now, 680 and above with no derogatories and a strong profile, I'm going to give you a play where you guys can get funded on this call or right after this call. Are y'all ready for that? Y'all ready for a play before we roll out that y'all can get funded on this call? Shortly in a minute, I'm going to bring on my guy, Tevin. My guy, Tevin, is going to break down how you get to the no-doc loans and the lines of credit. The 100K loans, the $50,000 lines of credit. I know a lot of people be asking for this, and a lot of people really don't understand how to do it. A lot of people are messing this situation up. It's all about relationships. Now, if you guys don't have any business credit cards, who doesn't have business credit cards yet? Who doesn't have business credit cards? All right. We want you guys to get some business credit. Establish a relationship. This tier 1 banks. Real quick, I'm going to give you guys the tier 1 banks. Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citibank. Tier 1 banks. You guys need to establish a relationship with a tier 1 bank. Open up a business account. Look up their 0% interest cards. Chase Inc., they give out the highest limits. They can go up to 225. Chase Inc. is a 0% interest card. They have 2 of them. Bank of America has about, I think, 3 to 4 0% interest cards for about 9 months. Wells Fargo has a Wells Fargo Platinum 0% interest card. So once you guys establish a relationship with these banks, look up their 0% interest cards. Chase pulls from Experian. Bank of America pulls is a combo between Experian and TransUnion. This is all the research we do in order to get you guys funding. Now you guys need to take action on this. Who's opened up a business bank account? Who's going to open up a business bank account after this call? Got a few. You need some more. If you got a few, you need some more. So in a short minute, I'm going to bring my guy Tevin in. He's going to go a little deeper on business banking and getting access to those no-doc loans and lines of credit. Y'all got some value so far? Put some fire in the chat if y'all got some value. Put some fire in the chat if y'all got some value. We just getting started, y'all. We just getting started. We just getting started, y'all. So I'm about to bring my guy Tevin in. Tevin is a guy that I've been networking for quite some time. Networking with. I met Tevin along my journey, and he was a like-minded individual. Since then, we've been growing and opening up businesses together. So along this journey, we both share and exchange knowledge about business credit. And this is the community that we're building in Millionaire Essentials Academy. Sharing knowledge about leveraging credit and getting funding and getting access to capital. Once we share this knowledge, we're all able to be profitable. We're all able to level up. Who's ready to level up? Who's ready to build this community? Who's ready to be a part of this community? Type in the chat, yes, if you're ready to be a part of this community. I see a lot of yeses. I want to see who's going to take action. I want to see who's going to take action. So right before I bring my guy Tevin in, we're going to do a quick little interlude. I'm going to bring my guy Tevin in. I'm dropping a link to our academy. I want to see all you guys on calls this weekend. I want to see all you guys signed up for our academy. I want to see all you guys taking action. I want to see all you guys be able to level up your business, level up your success. June 1st is the first month that we start in our academy. We almost packed out. We're trying to do some deviation to see how many people we could fit in. We got a lot of people in there already, and there's a lot of people on this call. So whoever's able to take action is able to take action. It's going to be the first ones in. Whoever's not is going to have to catch that second class. So while we have our little interlude, you guys can be out there thinking about everything we just went over. I hope you guys took a lot of notes. I'm about to bring my guy Tevin in, and I want to talk to the action takers in a little while.
I'm definitely the more calm and cool collective. But you know, when Kendrick come on, we gotta show love. We gotta show love for sure. But how y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight? It's Sunday, 7. Nice, cool, calm vibe. You know, if you're at home, I appreciate you hopping in. I appreciate you hopping in for sure. I cannot wait. I cannot wait till y'all see what we really have to offer for you guys. If y'all did not click the link as yet, please do so. Just see what we're offering for you guys. But just know it's of much value and we have limited spots. But enough of that. I got the sauce coming for y'all. And if y'all ready for sure, it's go time. Let's go. Hey. So, right? What I got and what I'm bringing to you guys, right, is the trade lines for the tier 1, 2, and 3 accounts, right? So Brandon was talking to you guys earlier about the Paydex score, about the Equifax score, and about the Experian score as well, correct? So with that, in order for us to actually get those scores, we need something called trade lines, right? So on our personal credit, we all know we have these little credit cards. We get, when we 18, we probably got the Discover card. After what, Capital One, I think Capital One was there too with the 18-year-olds. And then we gradually upgraded to maybe Bank of America, maybe that Credit One card they were sending out to everybody. I know some of y'all got that Credit One card in the mail. Don't act like you ain't get that Credit One card in the mail. But you got the Credit One card, then you got another Capital One card, you got Bank of America, you got Chase. This is something similar, right? So what the business credit score is and what the business credit system is us basically starting off with these tier 1, 2, and 3 accounts, right? So what I was speaking about, that Discover card when you were 18, that's basically like a tier 1 account, okay? But not the opposite, right? So on personal credit, Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Citi, they're tier 1 accounts. In business credit, it's the opposite. So tier 1 is lower. On personal credit, tier 1 is higher, okay? So that's something for you guys to remember. But on that note, tier 1, 2, and 3 accounts are trade lines that are reported to your business credit, just like personal credit, like I said. Business credit also has trade lines that report, helping build up your scores and your business profile. These trade lines are necessary, and I mean necessary, for your building process, okay? Without them, you won't have any business credit scores at all. And I emphasize the at all part, because if you do not have any trade lines, they will not give you any business credit, okay? For you to see all 3 credit reports and 3 credit scores, you need to sign up on something called nav.com, okay? I know if you guys were here last week, you heard me talk briefly about nav.com, but this is a website that will show you a Paydex score from Duns & Brad, an IntelliScore from Experian, and as well as a business delinquency score from Equifax. I put these little words in there because the business delinquency score from Equifax, obviously, it reports if you are not paying your payments on time. The IntelliScore is more so to make sure that it is a combination of your personal and business when we hop into that SBSS score, y'all. With each score, you will now accumulate something called an SBSS score. This score will help you determine whether you are able to get a no-doc loan and a no-doc line of credit. What did I say? Did y'all hear me in the back? I think y'all heard me in the back. This score will help you determine whether you are able to get a no-doc loan and a no-doc line of credit. Who here would love to get a loan and a line of credit that they don't got to give no documents for? Put some fire in the chat if you would love to get a no-doc loan and a no-doc line of credit right now. Put some fire in the chat for me, y'all. Put some fire in the chat, please. Because I know y'all have seen me post some results. I've gotten 100K. I've gotten 50. I've gotten 20, 25 credit cards. I've gotten it. Trust me. The amount of money that I've actually was able to obtain and put into a business so that I can now actually make money and be financially free is insane. We all go into business thinking, man, I would love to start that t-shirt business right now. But you know what happened is that that money ain't hit the account right now. I got to move money from the savings to the check. You know what I'm saying, right? So with that being said, this SBSS score is a game changer. The SBSS score, the small business scoring system, which is powered by FICO. Y'all know who FICO is, right? On Experian, when you go into the Experian app and they show you all these little different FICO scores, y'all looking at them like, but this says I got a 600, but all these other scores are saying different. So this is powered by FICO, which is a combination of your personal and business FICO score, okay? If it is above 170 and higher, you ready. You ready. If it is above a 170 and higher, you are ready. Right now, while I'm about to move on to the next, if any of you have NAV currently at the moment, do me a quick favor and check on your score. While I move on to the next slide, put it in the chat if you got an SBSS score, okay? I'm going to move on to the next slide. But people that have nav.com, check what your SPSS score and drop it in the chat for me. If you have anything below a 170, we got to push that up. And that's what the Millionaire Essentials Academy will do for you. We've done the legwork. We've done it. We've gone through the processes. We've gone through the having to call the trade lines to say, hey, I need y'all to report. That is one of the biggest problems in business credit. They do not report on time. How am I supposed to get a score within these 2 to 3 to 4 months? See, Grace is even saying it. Grace is even saying it. How am I supposed to get a score if you're not even reporting for me? Please report. You got to call him. Hey, Mr. Officer, please, can you report? Sometimes it's not happening. But like I said, if you have nav.com, go ahead and check to see if you have that SPSS score, okay? My biggest trade line for business. See what I'm saying? Grace. Could we be of service to you? If we can show you a blueprint on how fast you can actually get these trade lines to report, could we be of service to you? Could the Millionaire Essentials Academy be the biggest asset to your life at this moment? Because guess what? Behind that is 100K easily. If you have good personal credit like Brandon was talking about, 100K is easy. I can get that in my sleep right now. I can apply tonight and have that joint by Friday. Look, what we do is we give you the proven strategies that have gained us over 100K plus on each one of our LLCs. We also provide you with the lenders, the banks, the relationships that we have built, along with the formula for building business credit fast and effective, as well as how we've done it. Okay. Not only that, we will show you how to put it into a business that can generate you income passively or actively. Passively, you ain't gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta do nothing. You sit there, you get your calls, you get your checks deposited. You know what it is. All right. So this is what we can do for you. Okay. Now, these trade lines, anybody else that had nav.com, if you have any SPSS scores, please drop it in the chat. I want to see it, because if we can get you funded tonight, what are you waiting on? Brandon's talking about he gonna fund you. I'm gonna do a little up on him. If I can get you 100K by the end of this week, if I can get you 100K by the end of this week, what you gonna do? Huh? If I can get you 100K by the end of this week, what you gonna do? You better be signed up for that Millionaire Essentials Academy. Anyways, trade lines, right? Tier 1s, 2, and 3, right? For the first tier, NAV Business Boost. They will report a monthly payment of $499.99 every month, so $50, because you are using their service, right? So that NAV Business Boost will also show you all of your business scores, meaning your Duns & Brad, your Experian, and your Equifax, those 3 scores I just talked about, okay? With the NAV Business Boost, the Business Boost plan, you will also be able to see your SPSS score, which is what? Let me see if y'all was listening to me in the chat. What is the SPSS score? What is it a mix of your what and your what? Let me see if anybody was listening to me in the chat. Let me see. Person, y'all in it, y'all listening. Okay. All right, no problem. So I want you, since y'all listening, let me have y'all write this down in the notes for me. So for each one of these trade lines I'm about to explain for you guys, I'm also going to give you the credit reporting agency they actually report to. Okay. So for NAV, they actually report to Duns & Brad, to Equifax, and Experian. Now, not every one of these trade lines reports to all 3 bureaus. Sorry, reporting agency. If Darain heard me, he'd kill me right now. Okay. So next, Credit Strong. All right. Similar to NAV Business Boost, you can pay them monthly and they report your trade lines. They have 2 account signups, right? One for 5K and one for 10K. It is for a certain amount of time. So just make sure when you do sign up for these accounts, you do look at the contract that you are signing and how long you'll be paying that monthly. Okay. All right. But this does help report on your business credit. So this is tier 1, by the way, guys. We're still in tier 1, okay? Red Spectrum is the same thing. Red Spectrum, $54.99 monthly, $99 sign up, and they report the same, okay? So Credit Strong. Credit Strong only reports to Equifax business credit score, okay? And Red Spectrum reports to all three: Duns & Brad, Equifax, Experian. All right, let me see if y'all writing this down. What does NAV report to? Who does NAV report to? Do they report to all three? Okay, Grace, you writing it down. No. All three. Okay, good. Who does Credit Strong report to? Perfect. And who does Red Spectrum report to? Okay, perfect. So look, y'all listening, y'all writing down, y'all taking these notes, because trust me, this could be this could be either 100K or not. Okay, if you want 100K, y'all better be writing down these notes. I'm not playing with y'all. Amazon Business, you sign up with your EIN. Okay, we're on the tier 2 now. We're on tier 2. Amazon Business, you sign up with your EIN, and you will be given a net 30. Okay, you can now order anything and pay for it within 30 days. 30 days. 30 days, okay? But here's a little hack. You want to make sure as soon as you receive that package in the mail, you go ahead and pay that. Because for them, it could be them reporting it faster for you, opposed to them waiting for the whole month. Now you done paid it at the end. Now they got to look and say, well, he ain't paid in time. So, and Grace just told you, they play games when they trying to report. All right. So Amazon Business, they report to Duns & Brad and Equifax. Okay. Duns & Brad and Equifax. How long before the tier 1 reports? This is some of the proven strategies. And I'm glad that you asked this, Marlene. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. Marlene, I'm glad you asked this, because tier 1s and tier 2s and tier 3s, they report whenever they want to report. That's how I built up my Paydex, paying it fast. See what I'm saying? Marlene is right in here. Grace is right in here giving out the notes for you. I'm getting these notes. Oh my God. Grace is out here letting you guys know. Okay? Marlene, it can take any amount of time for them to report, but we do have some proven strategies that without proven strategies, we're able to get it to report within at least 2 to 3 months. Now that's fast given, right, Grace? Grace, how long has it been since that trade line that you still need to report? Okay, I got an 80 and 3. See what I'm saying? 60 days. Okay, so it's possible. It's absolutely possible, and we're just giving you longer time frames because we don't want to say, yeah, we're gonna get a reporter for you in 15 days. Okay. Self-corp is the same thing. You can absolutely do so. You just got to buy one first. They're a little bit pricey. Okay. So next one, EFS Fleet Card. Okay. They will use your EIN to pull your business credit to give you a limit, but this is a net 7. Okay. Net 7, meaning within 7 days, once you use this fuel card, you got to pay it back. Oh, Amazon, they report to Duns & Brad and Equifax. Okay. So like I said, EFS Fleet Card. So this Fleet Card means they are a gas card. You can use them. Gas high as hell right now. Sometimes you can't pay it right now, and you don't want to keep putting on your personal credit. Your utilization is gonna go up. So what you do, you go ahead and get a Fleet Card. Yeah, you got to pay it in 7 days. There are some other cards that you can pay within 30 to 60 days, but you got to join the academy. But the EFS Fleet Card, they report to Duns & Brad and Experian. Michelle is a net 22. See, yeah, not every Fleet Card is the same. Okay, I only give you guys EFS Fleet because EFS Fleet, if you need any maintenance done on your car, you can also use EFS Fleet Card for that maintenance. So you can actually either swipe, or they'll sometimes give you checks you can write out to get either oil, a oil change, or windshield wipers, or a tire change, whatever it is. Okay. So EFS, like I said, they report to Duns & Brad and Experian. Next, Home Depot. You can apply in store, okay? or online, and they will give you a physical card with a limit that can be used and paid in full in 30 days. Sometimes it can be a revolving, but you would have to speak to them on the phone so that you can either extend that or not. All right. But Home Depot, they report to all three: Duns and Brad, Experian, and Equifax. Okay. And Home Depot, I know a lot of us going there. You can use the card for the little purchases. You need some bathroom cleaners, I don't know, shower rod, something. Go in there and use it. If y'all taking notes, I'm gonna ask you all three: Amazon Business, EFS Fleet, and Home Depot. Amazon Business, who do they report to? Anybody? I know y'all taking notes. All right. Perfect. I see y'all answering in the chat. Good. That means y'all still taking notes. All right. Tier number 3, AT&T. You can apply for a business trade line with AT&T. Everybody got a phone, right? But it's all on our personal credit. Now, if we can move that phone from our personal to our business, it will give you a limit of how much you can actually get, right? So they'll take your EIN, they'll go ahead and run it. They'll see that you started to build up some business credit with those tier 1 and those tier 2 accounts. Yes, Verizon isn't, all of them are. T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T. I like AT&T just because I think they give a little bit higher on the limit sometimes. That's just my personal opinion and my personal preference. But those tier 1, those tier 2 accounts, you've already built them up. You go to AT&T, they go ahead and pull your business credit. Boom. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We can give you $5,000 on this line. Now you can go ahead and get a phone for you, your girl, your auntie, your sister, your girl, cousin. I don't know. You can go, and that's iPhones I'm talking about. I'm not talking about them Samsung. Some of them is a little bit expensive. Y'all going to, them little Android, and it might be a little cheaper. You can get some more, but AT&T, you can absolutely do so. All right. And AT&T, who do they report to? Equifax and Experian. All right. Next, Business T-Shirt Club. You can get a trade line and some merch for your business with this company. You can either sell it or wear it. So like I just said before about that guy that wanted to start that T-shirt business, I just gave you a trade line. You can go ahead and get some T-shirts, throw your logo on there. Boom, you just got a shirt that you can actually sell. Oh, you playing. I just gave you a business without giving you a business? Why are you not in the academy yet? Did any of y'all click the link? I don't think y'all clicked the link yet. I got to check with my back office to see if y'all clicked the link. If I can take off whoever ain't clicked the link, y'all lucky y'all still on here. Anyways, Clear Card. Clear Card is a charge card that doubles as a trade line. Oh, sorry. Business T-Shirt Club. They report to only Equifax. They only report to Equifax. Clear Card. Clear Card is a charge card that doubles as a trade line that will report to the Bureau. As simple as that. So you put money on the card, you'll be able to use it, and it reports as a trade line, okay? It reports to all three. So that reports to Duns and Brad, Experian, and Equifax. I shouldn't even be saying these no more. Y'all should know this by now. So AT&T, who do they report to? Business T-Shirt Club, who do they report to? And Clear Card, who do they report to? AT&T, yep, I see you got the answer for AT&T. So who does Business T-Shirt Club report to? Okay, and who does Clear Card report to? Beautiful. Grace on top of it, y'all. Grace is probably in the academy right now. She ain't telling y'all, though. She ain't telling y'all. So I got a little bonus for y'all, all right? There's a tier 4. There's actually a tier 5 as well, but tier 4, okay? We'll talk about the tier 5 more in the academy. But tier 4, this is a bonus for y'all. Sam's Club, this is a revolving credit card that can be used anywhere. It will give you a high limit based solely on your EIN. You will have to apply in store with your doc, but don't give up your social security number. Do not, I repeat, do not give up your social security number. They report to all three: Duns and Brad, Experian, and Equifax. And hey, if you can go anywhere, right? This is a business credit card. You can go anywhere and swipe this card and use it. It's not a bank. It's coming from Sam's Club. It's a trade line. Look, somebody just wrote, I have a 25K Sam's Club. They got the money on the call, yet they still ain't signed up. Y'all playing. The Academy is here for you. We are here for you. For you, the Academy is here. Ally Financial. This is a business auto loan that will not report on your personal credit. All of y'all got cars. I know that. Unless you live in the city. And if you have a car in the city, then you should probably sell it. It's a good time right now. They're buying used cars like crazy. But I know if you got a car, you can go to Ally Financial, possibly actually refinance out of the car that you have on your personal side into your business. They will pull from your EIN number in some cases, and they will ask you sometimes to personally guarantee. That just means they'll just run a softball on your credit. No, you do not have to get commercial insurance. Commercial insurance is expensive as ever, but you do not actually have to get commercial insurance. You can get personal. Okay. So Sam's Club, they report to all three. Ally, they report to Equifax and Experian. So who do they report to? Who does Sam's Club report to again? Make sure y'all paying attention. All right. And Ally, who does Ally report to? I got about 116 people on this call. And why do I only see the same 5 names popping up? Should I put all y'all in the breakout room? Thank you. Now I see some more names coming up in the chat. There we go. If y'all not paying attention, then what am I doing here for y'all? Yeah, we hungry. I like that. We hungry. Just ate too. You know what I'm saying? But so now we are moving on to the no-doc loans and the no-doc lines of credit. Okay. What you will need for these no-doc loans and no-doc lines of credit, you will need your EIN, the articles of organizations, operating agreement, 2 forms of ID, and you will also need, well, damn, I should have blocked this out. I wish I could have blocked it out and asked what the answer was. But you will need an SBSS score of 170. Okay, so like I said before, I was asking you guys to look up if you had an SBSS score. Check your nav.com. Look up if you have an SBSS score. Because with that, that's what you need for a no-doc loan and no-doc line of credit. All right? MNT, we've built the relationship. We got a president and a vice president of a bank. With that, we have an in. These bankers, a lot of them don't know all the programs, but the higher tiers, the relationship managers, the presidents, the vice presidents, they know it all. But they will only give it to a certain few select amount of people because you have to qualify. You have to qualify. M&T, like I said, I can give you 100K right now. If you got the 170, I can give you the 100K right now. I can give you the 100K right now. I can give you the 100K right now. And a credit card up to 50K. What did I say? I don't know if y'all hearing me. I can get you 100K right now. No docs. But what do you need? SPSS score of 170. All the other stuff, I can absolutely help you with. But if you do not have an SPSS score of 170, you ain't getting nothing. I'm sorry. And guess what? They apply for a credit card for you off the hip for 50K and up. I got a 100K loan from them and I got a 15K credit card. I didn't even ask them to apply for the credit card. They gave it to me. Check that SPSS score on nav.com. Y'all playing games. US Bank. US Bank is very state specific. And you will need to also have a relationship with the branch manager or RM. Also, you will have to open up an account with them. Just an FYI, because I know sometimes a lot of you will ask. But what they do is they'll give you a 75K express loan and a credit card as well, up to 50K as well. And a credit card, okay? It's right up here. Marlene, the requirements is right up here. You will need your EIN, the articles of organizations, your operating agreement, 2 forms of ID. You will need business credit because guess what? That business credit builds up to the SPSS score of 170, okay? Like I said, US Bank, they have an express loan and a credit card. Same thing with M&T. They have a loan and a credit card. All right. No Doc line of credit, PNC. We've done the same. We've built up this relationship. So we can actually give you guys a 50K loan. Look, this is a bonus right here. A 50K loan, a 25K line of credit, and up to 50K on a credit card as well. Okay? And up to 50K on the credit card as well. Look, I got one more for y'all. Truist. Truist Bank is very state specific as well. We built up the same relationships, but they will give you a 50K line of credit. I'm sorry, I messed up on the word in there, but they will give you a 50K line of credit and a credit card as well, up to 50K. Look, drop some fire in the chat if I'm giving y'all any game right now. Please drop some fire in the chat. Who wants 100K? Who wants 100K? Who wants 50K? Who wants 100K or 50K easily? Sometimes we've had to work hard for that 100K. We've had to work hard for that 50. I already got that on the line. I already got that. For one of my LLCs, I've gotten over 600,000. That's just one. Our second LLC, we got over 400,000. 600 plus. What's 6 plus 4 again? What's 600,000 plus 400,000? How much is that in funding again? I don't think my math probably ain't right. Somebody say a milli. Oh, okay. So I don't think what I'm telling y'all, I don't think what I'm telling y'all is something that I'm bullshitting about. I'm being for real. I've gotten them. Yeah, it's a lot of money you got to pay, but if you're making a lot of money, it makes sense. And this is what we teach you in the academy. Look, I'm dropping the link in the chat for y'all. If you have not signed up as yet, please go ahead and look at it. All right. What we're going to teach you is how to build that personal and business credit. And this is just a small amount, right? The tools to acquire these no-doc loans, these no-doc lines of credit. What businesses to put your money into, whether it be passive or active. How to start your own funding business with the contracts. How to become financially free. I couldn't put it better myself. I couldn't put it better myself. If I would have seen this 3, 4, 5 years ago, I'd have been on it. I'd have asked grandma, moms, and all of them, like, hey, I need to get in this academy. This is how I can save my family. This right here is how I can save my family. I can spend my days with my daughter. My daughter came out, I had to push. I had to make sure that I was able to bring in the money that I needed to, so that I would never have to worry about looking back. I would never have to worry about doing 2 jobs. If I didn't push for this, then I wouldn't be here standing in front of you right now. It took me 3 to 4 years of research. Look, somebody wrote, I've seen the receipts. Like, I'm not lying. I wouldn't be telling y'all this if I did not believe in it, because it saved me. It's put me where I am now in front of you guys to say, let me help you. Let this academy be something that you need. Because guess what? Sometimes there is no other option. There is no other options. Gio just got Gio just got 2 trucks and 3 trailers this week. Gio, how much in funding you just got? Drop that number in the chat for them because they think we playing. 283,000. Yeah, I know, Lamar. I know. Trust me, I know who you are. 283,000 in funding. Gio not playing, y'all. Gio, sometimes he in work in 3 weeks. Sometimes he's at work and he does not want to be there. Guess what? He just got the money so that he can create passive income. Look, I appreciate y'all time. Drop some fire in the chat if y'all really think I was doing something up here, man. Drop some fire in the chat if y'all really think I was dropping gems for y'all. Please drop some fire in the chat if you appreciated my time, because I appreciated yours.